broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Vasily Lomachenko, standing at 5'6" tall, weighed in at an even 50. Vasily Lomachenko. Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights out of Harlem, New York.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of...
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. These 2 fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Defense is not an option for these 2. Neither fighter willing to slow down. This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them. Sugar Ray is down. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
I need to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
It's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to follow you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing over.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
He caught him with a left hook. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You've been put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then give it back the next round.
That's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath, 6. Get your rhythm back, then we go again. Other fight, don't give him no free shots, yeah? You were thinking, you were smart. Come on, you've let him back into this, you're better than this kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab basics, just get your rhythm.
And there's the bell for round 2. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
A counter-fighter relies a lot on their instinct and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter-punch is my favorite kind of fighter.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
you're facing a longer opponent like this, you've got to get inside.
You have got long arms, and you're the bigger fighter. You've got to keep him out there because you're not good at fighting up close.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Try and get your boxing back together and put it back on him this round. In the middle, you can't miss him. Great work.
There's the bell to start round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Nice right jab. The right hook can't miss. Misses with the jab. They need to be careful let them punch themselves out here. Body shots aren't flashy, but sometimes they're more damaging, especially for the later rounds. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Loma in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Stop and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? With some hands. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few bodies and we switch on. Get this boxing back together.
And there's the bell to start round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The right hook can't miss. Missing with that right hook. He caught him there with the left hook. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Stamina is off the charts. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. Back into the fray here in round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That uppercut misses. Jab to the body, trying to wear him down. Look at that left uppercut. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Again, downstairs. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Ooh, that uppercut had to hurt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Robinson in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas that.
Let's start the 6th. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Failing to score with that right hook. That hook's blocked. Swing and a miss with the right hook. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot that's pickpocketing.
Misses with that uppercut. Missing with the left uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Oh, a check. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
A shot from the gods took it out.
Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial. Here comes round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Scoring hook. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What takes you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. I thought that was going to be a knock. Hold that thought. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. Robinson goes to the canvas. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Where did that come from? What a
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, and you've got away with it. You can do it again.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be. Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around.
Look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
Shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up.
Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
You're right, Todd. What a...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are ready.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Well, then look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Believe it! One of the all-time greats, Robinson goes down! One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
No surprise as we get a unanimous decision.
one. Many things I've done, but this one here